Hello, 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 hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Lucifer's Travels 2! I am your DM, Heartless, and this is a song and dance we've done many a time. May my players introduce themselves, their characters, and give us a dad fact if you have one. It's okay if you don't.
That means it's my time to shine. It's me. I'm always first. It's AudioVizual. Do. No. That's the wrong game. There's no cocoons.
No, I wasn't doing Kirkum. I was doing like audience cheering.
Nice. I'm playing Phlox today. If you hadn't guessed by now, that red short, totally not a stabili, likes to eat rocks, very dumb sometimes. I don't think I have a dad fact unless I have a second. Phlox probably does not like being in 0G without a tether, which makes sense. But then also they're totally the kind of person to go scrabbling around the outside of the spaceship. And like some sort of hellish gremlin, and then like peeking their face in at the windows and like doing the horror movie stuff you see in like the sci-fi movies just to freak people out.
I imagine when telling this story, Kat is just like, what? And so is Carmiña. And so is Sforzando. And Lucifer's just like... You're telling this story to most people who do not know what space is like at all.
That's their problem.
Anyways, next on the list.
Hello. It is I, Altaria, your local bootleg Altaria. And yes, I steal that from audio every time. And today I will be playing Ducky Claw. I don't think I have a dad fact this time.
Okay.
I forgot.
And no worries.
Oh fuck, it's me, I'm eating. Hello! I'm Sotoro, in case you didn't know, in case you haven't heard from all the previous other games. I'm Sotoro, and I'm gonna be playing Cat. This cat, it's fine, this cat. I guess a fun fact for Cat will be that Cat sometimes usually just complains about the weather, like say like this is not the summery beaches that he's used to at all.
Oh yeah, because it is at least a little cold outside, even if the weather in Ironquill is weird and it's feeling more like spring. It's still colder than Cat is used to.
Absolutely, and he sometimes complains about it. Half mumbled and such.
Someday, yes.
Hi. Hello. I'm Malasorte. I have been pronounced dead upon arrival, it seems. And I will be playing today Carmiña Escornabois. Sorry, another is trying to attack me. For that part, I'm trying to scramble my head to bring something up, but I'm just stuck in like... I'm sorry, I cannot come up with anything at the moment.
Don't worry about it.
Last up is me, the jazzy AAA battery this side of the county line, or just Jazz for short, and I am playing, as usual, Jack Peter Sforzando, or just Jack if Sforzando is a bit hard to pronounce. I didn't have a dad fact prepared, but thanks to Soto. So, Kat complains about the weather being cold all the time, And Sforzando is used to the cold instead of the warmth. So, he probably mentions that when Kat starts talking about the weather.
Man, two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Kat says it's too cold. Sforzando says, no, this is perfect temperature, actually.
It's fun.
And I'll tell you one little fact about Luciver. So sometimes when he's organizing his backpack, anyone who's paying any amount of attention will see what looks to be a keychain with some very looking keys, but the clip for the keychain is broken. That's your fun fact for Lucifer today. So last time the party woke up from their long rest and decided that it would be a good idea to split the party. 3 members of the party would go to this secret meeting that Phlox gained with one River, and the other party would stay behind and search through the bathhouse for the person that they came here to rescue. The first mentioned party made it to the meeting with only Phlox breaking stealth, so that River only noticed Phlox and the other 2 are just sneaking along behind. In which they were all taken to an abandoned clock tower somewhere else in this weird underground place. And the other half of the party searched the bathhouse and found Rosalind. And with Jack saying her full name out loud, she got her name back. But in talking with her, she got a little upset with you guys for quote-unquote blowing her cover. And you all realize that she's an idiot. So, so we're going to go back to the people in the clock tower for good reason, and as the screen pans up, Phlox, your head pops out of the top of a very large pile of plushies.
There's some sort of dolls of plush sort. Nobody knows when they got there, but they sure avalanched in.
That's right. River was about to tell you about the Witchlight Commission.
Yup. Phlox has pen and paper.
River actually reaches over and picks up one of the dolls and starts, like, tossing it into the air.
Amazing.
So, the Witchlight Commission. Well, it's led by, a bunch of Arc-Fae. About 4, I think, last I checked. And they oversee all Sealy businesses. Make sure it's a legitimate Sealy business. And usually how they determine that is through examining the contracts between the head of the business and the employees, as well as examining... He just lifts his hand and waves it back and forth. I don't know, what's happening at the business. happens periodically. They'll send about 2 members of the Witchlight Commission to observe the business activities and ensure that all the Fae that work there have all of their needs met up to those members of the Commission's standards. I've observed a time or two when they've come, and, well, it seems like the common standards are that each Fae working there is to be given time off equal to about 30% of the work they do. That the pay is fair for the work they do and what they put up with. That the name that was given over in signing the contract is carefully and safely kept so that should the worker choose to end the agreement, the business owner can turn it back over to them easily. Oh, yeah. And those who owe debts can't be released from their contracts until their debts have been repaid in full. There was some issue, like, I don't know, a month ago about that.
Oh?
Yeah, River just kind of leans back on the couch and crosses his arms as he looks up at the the mechanisms inside the clock tower.
Yeah. Phlox is going, oh whoa.
Wow. River remembers that very well. Yeah, so there was this, they were a rather shape-shifting kind of Fae, and they were, upset with the amount of work they had to cover, but they still hadn't repaid their debt yet. So they were trying to talk with the, 2 Fae who had come from the commission about it, and there was a fight.
Ooh.
I don't know if they're still around anymore.
Phlox kind of hisses through their teeth a little.
Oh, there was also a problem between, well, Yamaona and the commissioners that came around about 3 months back. Well, the good Boilerman is a Fae of a higher status, and they weren't getting the accommodations that were befit of their status, so the commissioners had a problem with that. I've had to avoid them every time they've come, though.
Why is that?
I'm not Fae.
Phlox just kind of goes, uh-huh, and like turns and like inspects River with one glittering gem eye.
How is Cat doing?
How is Cat?
I was muted. Pat has snatched away one of the plushies and just kind of petting it, like, I know, kind of sim kind of way, as he's listening in and such.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, great. I was hoping the cat was gonna grab one. Okay. Oh no.
Suffer.
Not bad.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh my god.
River's passive perception is 16.
Oh my god. Just barely. Just barely.
So you really quickly snatch away one of the plush dolls, just as River just kind of looks up and then looks back towards Phlox.
Just using it as a stim, basically. And also keeping an eye on Luciver, too.
Yeah, Luciver still doesn't seem like he's doing too well, and he's still staring at Cat.
How far away are they again?
So Lucifer is right up against the couch. So I don't remember where you'd positioned yourself.
I know Cat we just went to like one of the corners that's a bit more tucked away and such.
Okay, so you would have had to sneak closer to grab a doll.
Cat has grabbed it and has been simming and I looks up at Lucifer and kind of like holds it up and kind of points at it. As in like, do you want it?
Lucifer just kind of very slowly shakes his head back and forth. It gives you a look like, what? Why?
Cat just, I guess, shrugs.
So, back to River and Phlox, who are on the couch. Because the camera changed positions, the pile is suddenly gone.
No.
Look, fumble sheet stuff only stays out for like a minute.
That's valid. I'm just like, no, the plushies.
River's just gonna kind of look at Phlox and go, did you know? Why are you taking that tone?
I don't know anything. I'm gonna be. Oh, bold of you to assume I know anything, River Boy.
They just shake their head. So why do you want to know all this? I know you're not really from the Witchlight Commission.
I'm from a union, though. Listen. Sometimes you make decisions to do things, and you become involved in other things because of other people, and you're not very wise all the time, and you think, yeah, this is a great idea. Also, sometimes you get yourself planning, like doing things like buying really high-level spell scrolls or kidnapping siblings because they've been inducted into a cult, or air pirates.
River's just as you say one thing after another. River's just their expression has gone closer to I'm trying not to laugh. Because it all seems kind of ridiculous.
Thanks. Phlox just kind of like spreads their hands out and kind of what can you do? You know? I make business in having a lot of connections. Sometimes that involves doing favors for other people. Sometimes it involves stuff.
Stuff.
So much stuff. You wouldn't even believe the amount of stuff I'm involved in, kid.
Well, they just shrug.
So, how do you feel about kidnapping or abduction?
What kind of question is that? I have to roll something. Hold on a minute.
That
Deception. What kind of question is that?
an important kind of question.
I don't see how it's applicable to our conversation right now.
Sometimes you're not thinking creatively enough. Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Another one. I'm full of questions. That's part of my whole shtick, you know, the whole character trope. Being very nosy is part of mine. I love to
great.
sniff out.
River feeling regret. Sure, shoot. We still have time.
So, how do you feel about big fuck off keys?
You mean something like this, and I'm gonna roll a d10! Yep, that's a 6. So they kind of tilt forward a little bit to wrinkle their clothing, and they pull out a well, what kind of, actually it is, yeah, they pull out a curved key blade, key sword.
Phlox just kind of leans back a little and stares at it, and then they're like, yo! So you are one of those motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
Yes, but it's been a long time since I've even met someone who recognizes this. They just kind of...
Phlox just bursts out laughing. I'm sorry. Phlox just bursts out laughing, and they, like, keel over the front of the couch, just, like, absolutely losing it. Because they've run into 2 of these assholes. And River's like, I haven't met anybody in a long time. Like, Phlox is doing that, too. Like, they're being like, I don't even met anybody. And I've run into 2 of these assholes, and they're running around with the keys and the darkness and the, oh, the heart.
Oh my god! Did Cat react at all?
Cat would have been trying very hard to stay quiet.
Roll stealth.
That's
then.
why. Oh god. I still have to pass without trace, I think. Wait, how long does it take?
It's been at least 36 minutes from when you walked here from where you met up with River.
Okay, so it should still be on.
Mm-hmm.
It's lasts an hour.
Yeah, it should still be on for another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, doing great. This is why Cat also has the stuffy, because that gives way of putting any anxious energy he has.
How's Lucifer?
Is Cat looking at Lucifer?
Yes.
Let me roll another thing.
Oh, fun.
Wow, okay.
Oh dear.
Oh no,
That's an
what
11.
is that?
That's a deception.
Oh.
Lucifer is
Yeah.
literally pushing his hands up against the mask that is covering his face.
Yeah.
He looks a little stressed out.
Man, if only we had message. Oh well.
The problem is with message, and Lucifer has message, but the problem with message is you have to speak out loud into the copper wire. You could whisper, but also
True.
that might break stealth.
Valid.
Yeah. So camera's back on Phlox and River and
Yeah. And Rivers laid the flat of the blade across his lap.
Phlox kind of dramatically pushes hand up to grab edge of couch and clambers back on, just kind of wiping their face.
So I've never had anyone laugh at me like that before. What's going on?
I mean, I can tell you the long story, the short story, the middle of the road story. Do you happen to know anyone with a halo?
You mean the person you came here with? You mean the person you came here with?
Maybe.
A little bit.
Can you elaborate on that for me? Just
What's it to you?
Oh, it's not really about me, honey. Again, you remember how earlier I was like, I'm the only thing. Yeah. So here's the rub, bud. How do you feel about making friends? You seem like a really lonely mother pecker. So.
That's on purpose.
Aw, are you one of those? Are you all just edgy sad boys? Am I just going to run around collecting edgy sad key sword wielders?
No. I got into this deal with the owner of the bathhouse just just to keep a tab on everyone who comes through, because I'm trying to find someone. And, well, thought at the same time, kill two birds with the one stone, I could ferret out if she's, I don't know, doing some horrible things.
Phlox kind of steeples their long, talony fingers together, and they're like, well, me and my VOD are in the business of finding people. So, who are you looking for?
Myself.
Phlox kind of pauses at that.
Just a bit of a like turning Cat's face towards River, just like what? Looks at Lucifer like what?
Lucifer is just looking at Cat like he has no idea. He has absolutely no idea what this is.
Amazing.
Phlox just kind of reaches over and like snags River's shoulder and is like, are you telling me you're on some sort of like shit self-discovery quest or something?
River shakes his head. No, I'm not. This body isn't even really real. I'm looking for myself. Literally.
So you want to elaborate on that?
River just kind of sighs, rolls his neck, and his whole body suddenly fizzes with static.
Oh, that's gross. As like a CGI Phlox immediately kind of like flinches backward. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
And he stops moving, and the static calms down.
Do me a favor, don't ever do that again, or I'm gonna like sock you or something.
I'm in pieces. So I'm literally looking for myself.
And Phlox just kind of like turns to the rest of the room and is like, all of these key sword wielders, y'all are fucked up. Like, are you kidding me? You got fucking Kit Kat Paddywhack looking for the husband and clearly emotionally traumatized in some way. Then you got this motherfucker, and Phlox gestures at River, who's literally apparently in pieces and doing the fizz pop. And then you got Lucy Boy, and I'm like, hold Lucy Boy soft, because apparently you can just fuck someone over enough, they're stuck on some sort of weird quest for murder revenge, and now that's my quest for murder revenge too. And there's the dead bear. We're not even touching on the dead bear at the moment. Who's apparently the father figure.
I need Cat to roll another stealth.
Fun. Oh, fun. God damn it, Phlox.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, no.
So, as Phlox is just going off and looking around, River lets out a kind of staticky sigh and kind of just leans up against the couch and looks around, and he spots you in the corner, Cat. Immediately.
Eye contact.
And he looks down at the couch for a moment, then looks back at you again, and he says, if you wanted to bring people along, you could have just said so at the start.
Oh, you finally saw them. They've been here the whole time. I was honestly waiting for you to actually, like, haven't been very subtle. I'm great at misdirection.
Indeed you are. Israfel.
Just
Israfel. Why are you here?
wait, can you repeat that?
Israfel, why are you here?
What? A cat kind of like stands up. What did you say?
Israfel. That's you. You might not remember. Can't say wild.
How do you know me?
That's a long story.
Okay, so Kat, how do you feel about kidnapping?
I just kind of sighs and shakes his head.
Oh,
and
no,
just,
no, no, listen.
We can try. If you want to do that, we might as well.
Fuck yeah.
If you're talking about me, I can't leave here without my name. Nobody can.
So, Phlox is gonna roll perception. They're looking for Lucifer.
Lucifer, is just easily seen. He's just pressing himself against the couch. And River is just sitting there patiently waiting for the second person to stand up. Lucifer's just kind of refusing.
Amazing. Phlox leans over and looks at Lucifer, and they're like, Lucifer.
He slowly looks up at you.
How do you feel about kidnapping?
He presses his hands against the mask on his face.
You're doing amazing.
What's doing fucking amazing? River, on your other side, goes, oh, someone spoke. I guess they can talk.
That's none of your business, River Boy. Don't make this devolve into fisticuffs. I'll fight you over Lucifer's honor.
Lucifer just kind of bristles.
Lucifer! They
What?
lean back over. Lucifer, listen. So do you want me to beat the shit out of this guy?
No, if I wanted... I'd beat the shit out of him myself.
Are you sure? You about broke your ankles the other day getting down from a tree.
I know that.
So just a hand over his face, like on the mask. Just.
Listen, I'm always down to beat the shit out of a guy.
I know that. He says, thinking back to the first Lucifer travels when Phlox threatened him with a knife. Lucifer just kind of gets up, but he doesn't turn around. He's got his arms crossed.
Lucifer, are you angry at me?
River,
Be honest.
Lucifer cannot hear the fourth wall. River slowly gets up, kind of just sliding the sword back into the fold of his clothing, and it disappears.
Congratulations, you got 3 with those.
Well, this is certainly turning into a party. He's...
Oh, you should see everybody else.
I told you guys to leave. And instead, you somehow convinced the owner of the bathhouse that you're part of the union that holds power here.
Potato, baked potato, French fries. It's all starches.
We're here for a job, and well, we might as well grab and look around and such.
I'll try to help you if I can, but the problem is... And they just kind of roll their wrists a little bit. The contract I made puts a few shackles on me.
Cool. So, the thing. Here's the real deal, G. So, like, part of the whole thing about the union thing, right, is they look over the contracts, right? And, you know, so, like, I'm not saying we participate in some illegal activity, but if a few of them go missing, is that really, like, our problem?
It probably would become my problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Depends. Mine isn't exactly with all the rest of them. Because I'm not a fae.
Where are the other ones, then? Phlox has had a realization.
Hidden.
More helpful.
I don't know where Yamaona put them. I found it once, but she's since moved it.
Oh, we need to sneak in and try and find them with timely manner and such.
That's got Rosalind's too, doesn't it?
Probably, if they're trying to hide any non-fae around.
River pauses and kind of starts... Their form kind of starts fizzing a little. Rosalind.
That's the individual we're looking for the job, which is the whole reason why we're here at first.
Ah.
I taken, her?
A little bit. You can roll insight if you want. It's not a very high deception roll. No, that was a lie, the little bit. Phlox, you believe him?
Listen, Phlox doesn't know what to believe half the time.
He just... River seems a little uncomfortable, probably with the idea that Rosalind's a human. Cat. River's lying with that a little bit. River definitely knows Rosalind a little more than he's trying to make out. He does.
If we're all being honest here, you might as well also be. You know more than you lead on to.
Yes, I do. Considering I'm part of the reason why she's in this mess.
Phlox perks up, and they look over to Lucifer, and they're like, "Hey, Lucifer."
Lucifer just kind of huffs and turns around finally, narrowing his slightly glowing eyes. What?
Hey, Lucifer. Do you think I can be a little more persuasive with Riverboy? Phlox looks a little too excited. And Lucifer would hey, Lucifer, you remember how Phlox pulled a knife on you? 2 knives even.
Honestly, I'm not really sure. Give it a go. I don't think Gale has as much, And as soon as he says Gale, River just, like, kind of jolts a little bit and stares.
So, Phlox pulls out a knife. It's that really nice silver one that they got earlier.
And what are we pulling that out for?
I'm being persuasive!
You should be persuasive without a knife!
Well, it's more fun this way. Also, if River gets closer to Lucifer, I'm totally stabbing him.
Okay.
Whatever you are.
Did Phlox say that out loud?
Yes, they did.
River is gonna look over to Phlox and just kind of lightly shrug. Okay. I'm calm. Gale? Where did you hear that name? River's directing this question at Lucifer, and Lucifer is not answering.
Cat gives another sigh.
I think I know. Are we actually, like, trying to persuade Lucifer? Oh, I was gonna say Nunya.
I don't know, Cat. Is Cat going to try to persuade Lucifer?
Cat is just giving a look at Lucifer and just like, come on, please.
I know ya, Gale Shieldhaven. Fucking traitor.
Can I stab them now?
River looks like he's already been stabbed, but you can stab him if you like.
No, Phlox won't stab. Be nice.
I suppose that's a whole story then.
It's not a story that I want to share at all. Lucifer just kind of backs away and presses his back against the wall.
This is what I'm talking about with edgy sad boy hours. We're respecting it because Lucifer is Lucifer. Yes. Hey Kat, how are you feeling? Don't know much. I know more than you.
Apparently.
Sometimes it be like that. Apparently there's a whole bunch of bullshit going on. I know you're not used to that yet.
Very much used to just being on a fucking island with no idea about any of this stuff, and now
You are burdened by knowledge. This is the way. So, long story long and long story shorter. I'm not allowed to tell you anything because Teddy would beat me to death. And that would make Ducky very upset. And I like living most of the time. I'm rather attached to it. I also feel like if anything terrible happened, I would be determined to make as great of an exit as possible because that is the way. I'm just trying to fill dead air here. Clearly it's gonna turn into like I'm not talking to you, I want to talk to you, we don't want to talk to each other. There's a lot going on. Presumably there's, at some point our time is gonna run out and the slot's gonna get filled and the next cartoon will be on and there's a whole lot of...
And as you said, the next cartoon will be on, and Kat says what? And we switch back to the other team.
good luck, everybody.
Stabs. Bye.
Well, JJ was right.
I thought it was time for the Batman.
Sorte.
You still
My
need it.
cartoons.
There you are. So you're back at your room. Rosalind is sitting there, but bemoaning how stupid she's been. Also kind of seeming a little... She doesn't want to leave. And the excuse, because it really is just an excuse she gave you, doesn't really add up, does it?
Mm-mm.
So, what are you guys doing?
Well, at the moment, at least, not much we can do. Like, waiting for the other half of our party to get back. You know, if Rosalind is still moping.
I mean, you could... Yes?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, you could, try talking to her.
Because the half of the party we've left with her are masters of conversation.
I look at Ducky, who has a high charisma.
The charisma only exists in the numbers realm. Ducky has a couple more questions, though.
Okay, shoot.
Dang.
I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Ducky would like to know, which one? if Rosalind knows if Rosalind is the only human here or if there are other humans.
I'm going to roll history for her. Okay. If I'm the... Oh, well... The thing about that is there... I think there were... There were.
Are they not now, or did something happen to them?
I don't... I think something did actually happen to them because, well, they weren't sleeping so well. And then one day, they were just gone. And there were whispers that they had been taken care of.
Have you eaten any of the food here?
I mean, I kind of have to. I've been here like 3 weeks.
Was it food that Ash gave you, or was it food you got from somewhere?
Actually, if it's food I made myself down in the kitchen.
Okay. I have one more question that may lead down a path to further questions.
Okay.
You mentioned before the boiler man, Ash, correct?
Yes. Ash.
Go ahead.
They're the nicest one here, really.
Do you think that Ash would help us either find out more information or help us smuggle ourselves and other people out?
As long as you don't come around with, well, the boss's lackey River.
Why not River?
Because he's
Like
being he's not very nice. And he works directly under the big boss.
Is River also part of the union, or is
Fuck, I don't know.
You know what? That's fair. I'm just trying to get
I didn't even know there was a union here.
You didn't know there was a union?
No.
We were told everyone knew there was a union.
I got kidnapped, remember?
Well, yeah, but you had the whole sign your name, and maybe I thought that maybe you'd been given like paperwork for a union while you were signing the rest of it. You know, it.
No, it's just a contract. But
Oh my god.
Shouldn't have signed, now that I think about it, but, well, at the time, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking.
Oh my stars, you're not part of the union. That's not ideal. The union is very important, and we were told that all the workers were part of the union. So if you're not part of the union, then somebody's lying, and not in the cat way. Just like lying as in falsehoods.
Her tail
Nailed
just
it.
kind of flicks against the ground. It does a kind of sound.
Do you have a copy of your contract?
Nope.
That feels illegal as well. I'd have to brush up again on my contract law, but it feels illegal for you to not have a copy of the contract as well. I know we're in the with the Fae and whatnot, but also
Yeah. I don't know how things work down here. Like I said, I was kidnapped and dragged here like three weeks ago.
which means that the contract is also illegal because you were under. Oh, what is the word? I know the word. You were not signing it of your own free will.
She's gonna look at the other quiet members in the room. Are you guys gonna do anything or react?
I mean, it's kind of a character thing that Sforzando doesn't react to shit. As much as I'd love to.
Carmiña is a little bit lost because she has never on her life signed a contract. Like, it's this is for her is like too much business talk. She's lying in the ground with holding her head like if she's having a migraine. She feels the stupidity too, though, and it doesn't help with the pain.
No. Is her head smoking? Trying to understand it. Just smoke leaking out.
She kind of looks up at the stoic human in the room and goes, "Is she gonna be okay?"
She's been alright thus far.
Okay.
Listen, Katrina has freaked out many times. She's recovered mostly from all of them. I'm sorry, Carmiña. He's just like this.
She's just gonna have this kind of expression on her face, like, "Oh, all right." Look back to Ducky. Sorry, I yawned. I haven't been sleeping too well these past days either.
Like in an unusual way, or is it I've been working really hard kind of way?
I've been having this weird nightmare. And it always wakes me up.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel comfortable sharing it, or?
It's kind of hard to describe, really. I don't really remember much of it. It's just my little sister shouting at me. I think I die at the end of the dream every time. Which is why I wake up.
That sounds like a terrible dream. Terrible nightmare. Yeah. I can see why you wouldn't be sleeping well.
I'm just kind of worried because, well, like I said, the other people who'd been here, oh, they weren't sleeping well either.
Yeah, that would probably indicate something going on that's not ideal. Which means you probably shouldn't stay much longer yourself if that's the pattern. Makes sense for it to continue.
She frowns, but she's not arguing with you anymore.
I will ask you this. If
Altaria?
would you? Yeah, sorry, I was looking through my notes for a thing. I don't think it caught me talking. I think I mumbled towards the end there. I was going to say, Rosalind, would we be able to convince you that staying is a risk to both your health and our health, and that leaving is the best outcome? I mean, I know you're very set on finding Incognito, but it seems like staying would be very bad.
Yeah. But how do I leave? This place is surrounded by, a large body of water. It wasn't before.
It's a good thing that we're here. We are very good escape specialists. We've been kicked out of very many places.
I feel like escape artistry and being kicked out from somewhere is two different things.
We have experience in both. Don't look at my sibling and I's police record. We have many of both.
I can't look at it right now, so.
For the best.
I think at this point, we're going to switch back over to the team in the clock tower.
Okay.
With Phlox still rambling.
And so, apparently, when you're from space, that causes your bones to develop differently, and that makes it very interesting whenever you're a very small creature like me. And
River just kind of holds up his hand, and he goes, "But aren't you a toon?"
Well,
like
maybe
me.
they're not my bones.
How does anything affect your bones?
Well, you can come over here and I can demonstrate.
I would prefer if you didn't break any of mine.
I mean, dislocation's different.
Lucifer just kind of goes, Alright. What the fuck are we doing now?
I win. I honestly kind of forgot a little. Wait. Backing it up. You hear like VCR rewind noises coming from Phlox for a second, and then like the click sound, and they're like, yeah, you were supposed to explain how you know Gale, Shieldhaven, Riverboy over here.
Yeah, he promised to take me with him when the war started to get pretty bad, and then he left me behind. So, long story short, that's what happened. And River's like, what?
So can I beat the shit out of him?
I didn't mean to, though. Oakley? And Lucifer just kind of blink, blink, blink.
Phlox is like watching a tennis match. Like they've got knife in one hand and they like reach around and like the camera kind of slides away a little and then they have like a thing of popcorn.
Cat has now shuffled right next to Phlox because Cat doesn't know about any of this. It's just like, what are they?
I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I kind of do, but also...
Lucifer's like, what? What did you call me? And River repeats it, except louder. Oakley. That's your name, isn't it? You're shorter than I remember. And Lucifer just kind of stomps.
Be sensitive about that! Don't you this is not the way. Don't you have any sensitivity? Oh my goodness! And they're like handing Cat some of the popcorn.
Cat takes it, looks at it, kind of grabs one and kind of like just tastes it a bit and like, oh, this is actually tastes kind of nice.
River just kind of throws up his hands like, what?
Honestly, who taught you? Were you raised in a space station? Goodness. You don't just go telling people they're shorter than the last time you saw them. Gosh, some people die and come back to life. And I don't know how that affects the height, but, you know, it be like that sometimes. Yeah, you go have your emotional revelations.
River just doesn't... Gale doesn't know what to do with this. And Lucifer's just kind of fuming. As he continues to press his back against the wall.
Amazing. Phlox kind of offers Cat the box of popcorn.
Cat just takes it a bit. Yep.
And then Phlox kind of like wiggly, like kind of like I'm trying to be sneaky, but obviously not. Kind of like wiggles their way over to Lucifer. And then they like slowly reach out, very slowly, and they poke his arm.
Lucifer lifts one of his hands and just kind of smacks Phlox's finger away.
How dare. They wait a second. And they slowly reach out. And they poke him really fast. Snatch the hand away.
Lucifer looks down at them and just kind of narrows his eyes and goes, what are you doing?
I'm being emotionally supportive.
And he just kind of... His eyes are narrowed through the eye holes in the mask, and both eyes are kind of glowing.
You sound like a broken, like, air filter. You just keep making this huffy, chunky noise. Do you need a hug?
No, I don't need a hug.
Do you need me to stab this Gale person?
No.
You need Teddy.
No, I don't need. He just. He's starting to be, don't talk to me, I'm angry. He turns and he walks over and he stands in the corner, facing the corner, and just kind of pressing his forehead against the corner.
I need you to know, Cat offers some popcorn to Gale. Yeah.
Gale just kind of slowly reaches over and takes the popcorn and eats it.
Phlox looks back at the other two and they're just like, look at what you did!
Cat just raises both of his hands up like I didn't do anything.
Look. I didn't mean to. Okay?
Well, what did you mean? What happened? If Luciver here isn't one for talking much right now?
So, like you said, the war was getting really bad. At any moment, the city streets would break out into fighting with spells slinging back and forth, explosions, you know.
Yes, we know.
Yeah. And the dragonflies were getting ready to leave, and I was going to find Oakley. And for the very last time, my twin brother kept me from doing what I had meant to be doing.
Oh, so there's a twin now.
Mm-hmm. And
He
when I woke up, I was somewhere else.
Phlox is gonna roll insight because they feel kind of like this is a load of crap.
Go ahead, roll insight.
Yep. Yeah, 19.
Man. I'll roll too.
Phlox, Cat, Gale's telling the truth. This isn't a load of crap. This actually happened. And he's very frustrated at himself for this.
Phlox makes a face. They look at Cat and they make a face. It's like the scrunched up face.
Yeah, Cat just has like a frown and such, and looking at Phlox and just shakes his head a bit.
After I woke up, I had a fight with Vitreous, and I threw him out.
What does that mean?
I separated our consciousnesses, so he couldn't take control of me again.
Phlox puts their head in their hands. And just starts like, you hear this like vaguely grinding stone noise as they start grinding their face into their eyes.
Cat just has his hand on his face and just kind of like rubbing it all over. Just, gosh. How could he even take control of you or any of... How does that even make any sense?
Well, we used to share a body.
I'm gonna have Phlox roll something really quick. Oh, amazing! So, Phlox kind of like thinks for a second, like they still have like their hands covering their eyes, kind of drag it down their face, and kind of put their hands back together, and they're like, "So you're telling me, like, the great dragon gods of you? What?"
I never said I was a god. I'm not a god at all, okay?
I never said you were a dragon! I'm talking about something in my culture! You packed up staticky tune?
From your culture?
Anyone who doesn't know, in Pokemon Gen 5, there's a whole thing about Reshiram and Zekrom where they used to be one dragon and they split. And you said that and my brain went, "Oh, just like in Pokemon." And I looked at Phlox and I was like, "I'm gonna make you roll history and I'm gonna turn this into a canonical myth." And then they rolled a 26.
Yes.
And Phlox goes, "Yes, in my culture. I have a whole culture. I'm from fucking space."
You just keep saying that. I don't know much culture about space.
Well, there's a lot of different ones, and apparently there's fucking Space TSA going by a different name. But you know what? There's the pecking twin Kriot dragons of pecking lore, and they were one dragon and they split, and you and you're expecting me to believe this load of...
I'm not expecting you to believe anything. You wanted me to say stuff. This is what I have, alright? It's not my fault I was created, okay?
Hey, Kat.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about, physical violence?
Towards who?
Listen, I'm a very patient Pokey. But, like, sometimes Phlox just kind of looks at the silver knife in their hand and just like, sometimes.
Roll initiative?
No,
Oh my god!
no. Thinking about it. They're thinking about it so heavily. They're just looking at the knife and, like, probably their reflection in it, and then they kind of just sigh.
Probably not start any fights with anybody right now.
Listen, Kat. Listen. I don't want to start a fight. I kind of just want to find another outlet. I'm creative. I'm very creative. I'm so creative, Kat. I will find another outlet.
You want to spar? Is that what you want to do?
No, I want to kick the shit out of this fucking, apparently some sort of dragon-related tune who's out here making Lucifer upset, making me upset, sprouting a bunch of crap about this bullshit war, and I know a lot about space
You're telling the truth from what I can see of it.
I mean, yes, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it.
Well, I don't think it's much of his fault in the first place. think
You know
it's
what?
much
How
of
about
anybody's fault here.
How about this, Cat? How about this? How about this? Just to make you happy, because I care so much about your happiness, Kit Kat Paddywhack.
Cat raises an eyebrow.
Whenever we meet the people that Lucifer is so desperate to find, I will make sure to take out all of these very, very important feelings that I have inside me right now. I will take them and I will show them to these people very creatively, because I'm very creative. And Gail is very lucky that Gail is currently not on that list. How about that? How about that? Just to make you happy. Just to make you happy.
Fine.
Excellent. It's a pinky promise. Come here.
A pinky promise.
And Phlox holds up their pinky to Cat.
Cat kind of blinks at that, holds out pinky. He's confused.
You get a pinky through yours, and the deal is sealed. And then Phlox turns to Gale and stares Gale down. They slowly crook out their pinky and like use it to beckon Gale forward, and they're like, "Come here."
Gail steps forward and offers out their own pinky.
And Phlox, staring Ed and Gale's face, links their pinkies together, and the deal is sealed.
As you're staring at his face, his eyes look reptilian for a moment.
That's fine. Phlox craves violence. Phlox craves blood.
Well, if you have any luck, maybe something happened in the bathhouse and you can unleash there if you so desire.
At that, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah, definitely not jinxing everybody.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
The claw experience. Like dandelions. Blue Jay, I have this nightmare that I'm involved in Kingdom Hearts. Good thing that's not real. Oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna reload for a second, and then I grabs you. Come here. You.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you like the fact that Gale actually knows what's going on with themselves?
It's amazing. Phlox also wants to strangle Gale like a squeaky toy.
Gale. Phlox just being like, who you looking for? Gale just being like, myself.
God.
I should get some more water.
Mm.
What's up?
God. I didn't intend for Phlox to get so angry. I would like to make a note. This is important information for everyone and the recording.
Record.
What?
I haven't stopped recording, so it's on record.
Amazing. Yeah, I figured. Yes, Jess. Sometimes your characters do just take the reins. Also, Heart, I grab you and I shake you and I go right in the middle of that. I realized how much you, like, your thing with Gale and Vitreous matches fucking Kyurem and Reshiram and goddamn motherfucking, Zekrom in Pokemon Gen 5. And I shake you and I go, it's just like Kingdom Hearts, and I'm angry about it.
Okay, so the thing is Kingdom Hearts does it differently.
Yeah.
Because, technically, in Kingdom Hearts, you know who, born with, both darkness and light, the darkness took over him for a little bit and decided to kill someone named Lucretia. That's Unchained Key stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And after you know, gets out of wherever the hell the dandelions went. I'm not even sure anymore. Xehanort decided to go, this seems like a good time to do experiments, TM. And separated them into two people. I went, fuck that, I'm doing it my own way.
Yes, you're valid. I'm also just like, this is close to how it goes in fucking Pokemon, and I'm sitting here like, oh my god.
Faced with someone who literally embodies one of the religions, you know.
Man.
What do you do, Phlox? Rage?
Phlox Angie. They're like, this is part of my culture's mythos, and you're out here like, yeah, this is a thing. And by admitting you know Lucifer, you've been to space, which means you could be lying. And you're telling the truth, so you're not lying. So I don't know how I feel about this, and this makes me mad. Also, you made Lucifer upset, which means you need to die. But not really, because I'm not allowed to kill you. Yes. Phlox is turned on the don't talk to me, I'm angry. Instead, they're going to creatively use these feelings in their chest, in their heart, in their person right now. They're going to take them and they're going to creatively use them on the people Lucifer are hunting down.
Man.
Yeah. Hey group, hey squad, hey everybody. How did we get stuck with two dumbass NPCs who need our help?
I think that's just the way.
It is not the way. This is not the way. Do not.
least with Gale, all you need to do is rough up his contract, and then he can help you a lot better.
And man, I can hear Soto yelling something from downstairs. I don't know what.
Cat is
just trying to look for his husband, and he's somehow connected to everything. It's like a lot of things, but he doesn't know how. Ah!
Oh yeah, he Gale got away from explaining how he knows Cat.
Oh, you think he got what? No, Cat has that in the back of his brain and waiting.
And
yes.
All Cat has to do is say the word, and Phlox will pin Gale and be like, "All right, tell the cat everything they want to know."
Butterflies.
God.
Also, you need to spell out that name from my notes. Whatever Gale called Cat.
Israfel. So Israfel.
I know that.
That's what Gale called Cat.
Hard and I had a whole conversation about stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't remember that one though. I think it's normally spelt with an E or an A. It's something.
Back up. I got my cat.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you know that Israfel with an S is the angel who blows the trumpet to signal the day of judgment?
Yep. He fucking who.
He who. That is your fun fact for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a boy's name, by the way.
Yep.
Amazing.
It also means the burning one.
Mm-hmm.
This house is a nightmare.
I know very little. I only gave Hart some things, and then Hart was like, he who. And I'm like, welp.
Guess she'll die. Grabs at Jazz, grabs at Sorte, grabs at Altaria. I hear Altaria bitching in the other room now. Presumably they're not ready, and they're making it known through the wall.
I just smeared honey across my glasses.
Oh no!
I'm dying, Portal.
I miss Teddy.
Emotional
Teddy wouldn't do
support
me dirty
there,
like
son.
this. I mean, he would.
Yes, he would. What are you talking about? Wait, are you talking?
The faceless wouldn't do me dirty like this.
So...
I was gonna say, do you mean Teddy or Theo?
Theodore.
Oof.
Or as hell.
Look, Jazz. There are lots of wars, but they're all really different. And it's actually probably a good thing that I'm gonna stop that sentence, because I was gonna say it's a good thing that Lucifer and Sforzando have something in common. Let me know when you're ready, Jazz. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna mute.
Why are you muting? We're
I
going
thought it was
back.
gonna be the other team.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I still kind of gotta catch you guys up, because there's something that's gonna happen.
Oh.
And I want you guys to
boy.
go back.
Oh boy. Oh fun.
Anyways. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so what was that?
Don't worry about it. Hey, Cat, that plush you picked out, it's a Ferrothorn.
Ah.
It's a. Which one is that one?
1 sec, I'm getting you a picture. It is an ugly mother pecker.
Oh my god.
It's a great stem toy, at least.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just like moving his hands around the little like vine thingies and just spinning it around basically at times.
Mhm. River Gale looks up to the mechanisms in the clock tower, and then back to everyone else in the room. It's almost time to head back. Need to get you back before anyone notices you're missing. Right?
Yeah.
You're not getting away from us that easily, though.
Gale raises up his hands again in a kind of, palms out. I'm not trying to get away from you, Israfel. Jeez.
Eventually, you have to tell me the long story.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier if I had some of my memories back with my name.
Ooh, I have amnesia and lost my name. If I had a gold coin for every mother pecking key sword wielder, I would have 2. That's not a lot, but it's more than you'd think.
Look, that's just part of what happens when you give up your name. You give up some of the memories that are directly tied to it, okay? It's just how it works down here.
I didn't give up my name. If anything, if somehow I remember, maybe I can remember your name.
That would be nice. River starts moving over to the door and just opens it. Ready to go?
Phlox kind of sniffs and tucks their knife away and walks over to Lucifer.
Lucifer is still head pressed into the corner of the room.
Phlox very carefully reaches out and lightly pokes Lucifer.
Lucifer just kind of moves and kind of shoves their hand away as he turns around. What?
Phlox offers him their hand.
He looks at their hand, looks up at them, looks at their head, looks over at everyone else in the room. What do you... What?
We're heading out.
Phlox takes Lucifer's hand and very carefully puts it in theirs.
Lucifer's hand is very, very, very cold.
That's fine.
And it feels like kind of dry clay.
That's fine. Phlox doesn't say anything to that. They're just like squish, squish. Hi. Are you ready to go?
Yes. I'm ready.
Okay.
Good. Hopefully the others haven't burnt anything down yet.
Not without me.
River just kind of before starting down the stairs.
Cat follows.
Are you guys gonna roll stealth?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that you, of course, halfway through you're gonna have to roll again because you lose pass without trace.
That's fine.
It's fine. If anything, we can lie better about this. We were up early or whatever.
So roll 2 times. First stealth is with pass without trace, and the second is without.
Oh my god. I mean, Phlox unless Lucifer lets go of their hand, they are holding Lucifer's hand the whole time.
Plus, Lucifer, what's your stealth? And then 19 plus 4.
See, we're doing great.
So the funniest thing about that is, at the start, everyone, well, I wouldn't say everyone. Actually, I don't think anyone really sees you because of Pass Without Trace.
It's fine.
Even though Phlox rolled a nat 1.
Listen, better get it out now.
And you make it back to the front part of the bathhouse. Now, as you do, everyone hears a giant crash from somewhere in the bathhouse.
That's not my problem.
Cat just sighs.
I'm gonna have Phlox roll history real quick. My heart, even with a 19, they remember that they didn't close that other door.
Yeah.
So Phlox kind of leans over to Lucifer and kind of stage whispers like, "Hey, do you remember that that one we left in the garden area?"
Oh yeah, the one that kept asking you what your desire was and it was going to throw you in the fucking pond?
Yeah, do you think we remembered to close the door into the bathhouse?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't want to say it, but there may have been an accident.
Everyone, and I do mean all of the party, hears another crashing noise and some shouting.
You know what? This is actually a great distraction. We can go look for the contracts.
I suppose.
Gale looks like he locks up and goes, okay, just go. And he starts sprinting towards the, bathhouse.
That's not our problem.
We're gonna point the camera at the upstairs. You guys
Hey, good luck.
hear the crash. You guys hear a large crash coming from downstairs, and then a larger, louder crash, and some shouting. What are you doing?
Alright, gang. This is a perfect opportunity for us to not go that direction. I'm not getting blamed for this. What do we say? We break into somebody's office.
I'm sorry.
The whole well, okay. So we need Rosalind to be able to come with us, right? Rosalind can't leave without a contract, right? Or wait, did the getting the name back negate that?
I don't know. I've got my name, but I don't know. I don't know.
Best way to make sure is to go steal the contract. And given that you were able to sign a union contract anyway, you don't have workers' rights, which means you'll probably want to not stay here anyway. And we're gonna leave with you, right? We got to get you back to your bestie. So if we steal the contract or many contracts, I'm not picky. Then we can leave. And if things happen to catch on fire on the way out, then it'll distract them from us leaving. Yeah.
So Teddy kind of looks back and forth, and Teddy's been sitting here quiet this whole time. And it's just kind of, well, if the contract is illegal anyways.
It was done under duress. It's illegal. Because technically that would mean it's not an actual contract, right? Because it was signed under duress. So the fact that they had you sign it and stuff is illegal and rude.
You're set on this, aren't you?
Absolutely. We can't see someone who is stuck unrightfully and being wronged under the system and not help them. And come on, tell me that it doesn't seem like a good idea to I'm gonna leave that one where it is, actually.
Nothing. A lot of things stopped seeming like a good idea, like long ago. But shit. Sorry, I cannot speak.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Rosalind puts her hand up.
I
have one question. Can I just hide here? If I go back to where I'm supposed to be right now, I'm gonna get pulled into whatever the hell that is.
would it be possible for you to go hide out with Ash, perhaps, so that if you do get a chance to...
Her ears twitch, and she shakes her head. That sounds like it's in the main bathhouse area, and to get to Ash from here, you have to go through there.
You expect us to just leave you here out of our sight after you got in trouble first time. And you've already mentioned your desire to stay.
Well, you could tie me up or something. I don't know. I don't want to be involved in whatever that is.
Neither do we, but it's your fault that we don't have a choice.
She just kind of holds up her hands like, what?
He's not letting... Rosalind's dumb and he's not letting her alone. He's not leaving her alone. Essentially. He doesn't trust her to make good decisions on her own.
Well, Theodore pipes up, how about I stay here and watch her? Watch her as, well, you guys go do whatever. He gives a grin.
Alright.
Consider. This means you have to babysit, though.
Yes, I'm
And the baby
perfectly
too,
good.
hunting.
I'm perfectly good at babysitting. And the Theodore kind of floats up from the sitting position and kind of just jauntily floats over to Rosalind and sits down behind her and just kind of leans on her. See?
I mean, I was talking about the baby, and oh god, who's holding the baby right now?
You are.
Yes! Okay, perfect. Ducky will hold the baby up. The baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Teddy leans back and reaches for the child. The baby starts to hiss.
Ducky will swing the baby around and look at the baby, like face to face, and be like, "Baby, come on now. We don't need you to get hurt while we do our sneaky sneak. There will be plenty of opportunities for you to learn how to sneaky sneak in the future. Would it help if I gave you another snack?" Ducky will give the baby another snack.
Roll me animal handling with advantage to convince the baby.
I have that somewhere. Animal handling. No. Why did I do that? 18.
Oh yeah, that works. The baby takes the food and looks over at Teddy. It just starts munching on the food.
Perfect. Ducky will hand the baby to whoever takes the baby of those two.
Teddy does, and very carefully sets the baby in front of Rosalind.
Perfect.
Especially as soon as as Teddy's ghostly beans touch the baby goes, but doesn't really struggle. Just starts like
Crabby.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that good, Sforzando? Not Sorte.
Let's go.
Alright, you guys walk out into the hallway. And now you've got some choices to make. Where are you going? To your left is the elevator, and to your right is the stairs. And you definitely hear the big commotion going on downstairs.
Sforzando's probably defaulting towards the stairs versus the elevator, just because it's a very loud and very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anyone else has preference.
No, stairs seems fine.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys, you going up or down on the stairs?
Which starts with the office?
The big boss's apartments, and her office is upstairs.
Sforzando, do you think we should check out with the noises or the office first?
Let's stay away from the noise. We don't want any more trouble.
Fair enough. Up then?
Do you guys are not worried people might get hurt?
We have our own job to do.
I'll say the noise is just them taking care of whatever chaos is going on and not really something we would want to get involved in. Normally they'd have some kind of people in place to handle chaos. So they should be fine.
Well, if you say so, yeah, you're probably right. I'm worrying about nothing. Yeah.
Nah, it's reasonable. It's just one of those things where if we're going to take advantage of the chaos, we're probably better off leaving it to people who know the usual procedures for handling chaos around here. And we get in less trouble that way.
So in the meantime, there's the three left outside. You also have some choices. Now, the only way to not go in through the front entrance and to the big main hall you guys walked through is to cut around the side into the garden. But you didn't. The last time you were led through the garden, you had to walk through the main hall anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys doing? Phlox leading the way.
I guess. Half of Phlox's idea was just scramble up the side of the building, but if that's not an option, that's not an option.
I mean, I could fly.
You can't fly.
Cat can.
No, Cat is not of the level to fly yet.
No, Cat is a
Asmar. Oh, Cat to protect your Asmar. Right. Okay, right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You say you can fly. Lucifer just looks at you like, what?
Cat just kind of shrugs a bit, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah? You can fly?
Yeah, only once a day, though.
That's not much of a magic trick.
I can't, fly. I can go a certain distance, but those windows up there look to be really high, honestly.
I don't think you're throwable either.
Do not throw me, please.
Cat, can you carry Lucifer?
Cat looks at Lucifer. How heavy are you? I'm not really that strong.
About a big bag of clay's worth. I don't actually know. Go for it. Try the good old princess carry.
I weigh like 80 pounds or something like that.
I can just, and Cat's gonna try, I guess.
Roll an athletics check.
Same thing as strength. 12!
So, you pick up Lucifer, and he's heavier than you expected. Especially considering how tall he is with being 4'11". That's a lot of clay, my friends. And he's kind of unwieldy to hold. You're not sure if you can fly while carrying him.
It's questionable, and Cat puts him back down.
He just kind of straightens himself out a little bit.
If anything, I could probably, do I have those spells? Could probably make some vines around.
I have rope.
Could try that too. Could try and fly all the way up and tie a rope around for you guys.
Okay, we can try that. I guess if I get high enough up the side, I'd start to fall, I'll just try to jump it.
If you guys fall, I can try and catch you. At least lessen the fall some way.
At least I bounce.
I don't think I bounce.
Don't fall!
Lucifer starts walking towards the bathhouse. So, Phlox, you gonna pull out that rope?
God, this is such a stupid idea. Yeah, they pull out the best rope. It's the bestest rope. Oh god. Got knots in it and shit. They hand it off to Cat.
Cat holds it. It's Cat's waiting until they get closer to the bathhouse and such.
Yep, you get closer to the bathhouse. The sounds of commotion and grow louder. There's shouting, people running around, something growling in there.
Cat is just
Oh my god, your mic struggled. Terrified.
Amazing, wonderful. Alright, stand back a bit. I haven't done this in a bit.
Yup.
Lucifer takes 2 healthy steps back.
Yeah.
Right? And Cat's halo and eyes kind of glow brighter as you see kind of like light kind of made wings that have stars and seem to be made out of like flower petals or some sort, kind of spread out from his back. It's like, alright, I'm heading up. And he goes off. Is I roll perception to see a good place to put the rope?
Yeah, roll me perception.
Okay. It's a 21.
Alright. So you fly up, and it's quite a ways, but you find a, so, seems like a very, there's a pipe, but next to it is like a, You know, one of those things that stick out of buildings, and it's like hooked upwards. I don't know how to describe what it is, but it looks good and sturdy, and you tug on it a little bit to test it. Seems good.
Alright. Good. Alright. Cat's gonna tie the rope then. Double reinforce and everything.
Mm-hmm. So, Phlox, gonna roll me athletics?
Oh god, I'm gonna be honest. Phlox has
You could try and argue acrobatics.
Can I argue acrobatics?
No, not really.
Cool.
Unless you have a climbing speed.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yep. This is
Why are you
athletics.
cursing at me?
This is athletics because you have to pull yourself up.
Gosh. Phlox is beginning to rethink this plan. That's what that was that last roll was, by the way. That was wisdom of like, is this a good idea? They're gonna try and see how it goes. 14.
Hey, you're doing pretty well. Going pretty fast until you hit like halfway. Then you start to slow down. But you're not slipping. Cat, your wings only last a minute. Just so you know. You have tied this rope on this, like, thing on the side of the building, and it seems to be holding with Phlox's weight. Nearby, there is a window.
Oh, neat. Cat's gonna see if the window is locked or not.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Okay. Investigation. I haven't been rolling a lot of those. 15.
Okay, so, as you investigate and push on it, it is indeed locked.
Man.
But, the lock is one of those latch type deals that if you could just stick something in that's thin enough, you could probably jimmy the lock open.
Does Cat have any of that?
What did Lucifer roll?
A 19!
Oh, thank God.
Yes! We're doing great!
So, Lucifer starts climbing beneath you, Phlox, and it seems that he's remembered some of his military training, and starts climbing behind you. With no effort, literally.
Okay, so Cat has a mess kit that should have, like, utensils and shit, apparently? Question mark? The page is not loading. So maybe if Cat sticks a knife, like, you know, those butter knives?
Yeah, you could try that. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Let's see if Cat has any knack on this. I think it's the first time Cat has done any of this.
17.
Ah, yes. So you, very carefully slip the knife in and start jimming it up and down, and you work it so the tip of it gets underneath the latch, and you flip it up, and now the window's open.
And Cat kind of grins to himself. He did that on his own. And he's gonna take a look down to see how everybody else is doing.
Phlox is still working your way up. Roll me another athletics check. Audio. Yeah, you're Phlox looks like they're struggling, but they're still making progress. Lucifer.
realize gravity is a thing, and they realize that if they fall, they will probably take Lucifer with them, so they're taking their time a little.
And Lucifer has caught up with them and is now behind them.
How far along are they?
I say generously 3/4.
Okay.
Inside the window, I need to let you know that it's a bathroom.
Oh. Neat. Hopefully this is good.
Like, Cat should get inside before the wings go away.
Yeah, Cat's gonna shimmy in and kind of like make hand gestures that that's where he's going.
Phlox just give a thumbs up, but they like, kind of nod.
Rest of the team, you guys reach Yamaona's. You don't know her name. You reach the big boss's apartments. Hold on a second while I try to remember where I put the map. Here it is. Open. Okay. Screen. Look. Boop. Hold on a moment as I. Yamaona's not there. You guys are. This one. You guys have actually come up. Hold on. Ah!
There's a dog.
Dog
And
wants to be involved.
bathhouse.
There's a dog in the bathhouse. Okay. For convenience sake, you. Okay. Daddy's not there. Guys are over here. No, you don't know that yet. Phlox. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you guys open a door and you come up in the sitting room you had taken to before.
Yeah.
Oh. Here we go. I'll zoom in and make it a lot easier to see. So you guys are over here. Ducky, Sforzando, and Carmiña.
Alright. Head on in then.
Sorry, I'm doing math.
Ah. What
I
map
noticed
pray tell.
I was doing the math to figure out how far away we were, and I was going to ask Sorte if, because it's usually Carmiña's thing, but pass without a trace.
We don't know they're there yet technically, but yes, that once we do, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, no, I was thinking now. For us. I just wasn't sure if it would count them.
It would not count them because Carmiña needs to know that they're there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
can still cast Pass Without Trace
Mm-hmm.
onto the people I know. Like, if we're gonna be a sneaky, Carmiña is gonna do that.
Yep, roll me stealth.
Let's
You
go.
three.
No, 1 second, please.
Nope.
I have so many papers. I'm so sorry. I just realized they were very loud.
I don't think we heard any of them, pretty much.
Oh, I looked over and there was a lip bubble, my bee.
For Pass Without I'm sorry, I know I'm the one casting this. How much did I have to add?
Plus 10. Add 10 to your normal stealth modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. It's just like the spell thing is not loading.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Just make sure to mark off that you cast that spell.
I'm trying.
Yeah. DMV just being stupid.
So, Ducky, you disappear from the campaign and reappear strangely on a beach.
Oh my god.
There's black sand.
Oh my god.
And it's very warm, and no, you're definitely not on a beach right now.
And here I thought I was gonna pop up and see a cat dumping bottles on the floor.
No, that's Carmiña. That's what Carmiña sees. Carmiña, you're suddenly not where you were. You're in a rather strange room, and there's a lion tar dumping these bottles of liquid on the floor, and then you snap back.
What?
I think I still have them.
Anywho, you've cast Pass Without Trace, and you feel very sneaky. This is the sitting room that you were in earlier. And you hear a small amount of... You know what? I don't know. Hey, rest of the team, roll me stealth to see how loud you are.
Yep. Thanks.
And Pass Without Trace on us is still up, right?
Unless, Cat recast it.
Yeah, Cat hasn't recasted it yet.
Okay, then it's not.
Oh, great.
It's those wings.
Yeah.
Phlox, you
Very
make...
large wings, very small bathroom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer's passable. You guys hear down the hall, like... as a bunch of things are knocked over.
This is why I don't put them out. And Cat is trying very, very hard to just make them stand still.
You can make them go away, remember?
Cat doesn't do this normally.
So you fold them behind yourself, and there's a crumpling as your wings catch on the shower curtain.
A cat just like kind of takes out a deep breath of air and just let them shimmer, just go away.
So you three in the sitting room hear whatever that was down the hall from you.
if no one is going to go out, I think Sforzando would take point with his hand on his sword.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Sforzando, you go out first. And there's a door to your... that's not what I meant to do. There's a door in the hallway to your left.
He's just going to position himself outside of it at the moment.
Okay.
Obviously, out of character, this is dumb, but in character, he is being cautious.
No. Yeah, no, this is good. Cat is waiting for everybody else to usher in.
Yeah, I mean, Phlox probably clambers in, huffing and puffing a little, more out of, like, the comedic, cartoonish way.
Mm-hmm. And Luciver, not out of breath.
Doesn't need to breathe. Be quiet.
Just, drops in with a small amount of noise.
Phlox just kind of wipes off the front and, like, turns around and gets the rope and pulls it in the window and, like,
Carmiña, Ducky, you... So I'm just gonna assume you saw Sforzando move out.
And followed.
Okay, cool.
I think Carmiña will try to follow Sforzando as close as Sforzando allows without hitting her with the back of the sword guard.
Okay.
Carmiña's like small enough she can just hide behind it.
Kai's gonna just look at the other two and just like, I don't know exactly where we are. Except for it's a bathroom, so we gotta be quiet.
Yeah, of course. You guys hear Cat.
Sforzando rolls his eyes and just takes his hand off his sword and opens the door. He steps in, like...
Kai immediately jumps and is just like kind of readying the spell, and then like it's Jack, and it's just immediately like, oh. It's just you guys.
Come on then.
Yep.
Alright, you're now all back together! Woo!
Wait,
I was
can I
gonna-
say just for flavor or something?
I was gonna say that as y'all left, Sforzando was going to add, dare I ask if the crashing noise downstairs involved you all?
Dad makes a face.
Someone riled up. You're not the thing on the bridge that Phlox kissed earlier.
Yes.
Well, Phlox got really close to them earlier today.
They bonded. Can I just say that whenever Phlox walks out, it's like there's like a puff of steam that rolls out, like they just got out of the shower and they have like a hand towel and they're like, oh my god, rubbing their head like they just got out of the shower.
Yes.
How are you doing that?
I have the power of the way and anime on my side.
So,
Yeah, we don't know what exactly is going on down there, but we can only assume.
haven't a clue besides the fact that we definitely left the door open.
Could have been anything, really.
For everyone's sake, you should probably be a bit more careful.
Super careful. Super careful.
We've been trying.
Carmiña, I missed you. How are you? How did it go? Did you find Rosalind? Have you been eating well?
I don't know, there was a lot of big words, and honestly, at this rate, I don't think I'm gonna ever get the job. It's too complicated, there are too many words in paper.
Don't worry, we can help you at some point.
No, I'm going back to the farm, I'm never leaving.
Aww.
I don't want to hear... I don't want to hear about reading, or writing, or signing.
That bad, huh?
What does all of you guys do?
We found Rosalind.
Well,
And then I fake a disability, and I feel very bad about it. Do you think she catch up?
It doesn't really matter.
Well, is she alright then?
As alright as she can be.
Good enough, I suppose. What are you guys doing up here?
Sforzando motions to Ducky.
Good old-fashioned thievery. I mean, what? No thief. Only take.
And then Sforzando just rolls his eyes.
Lucifer is just that's insight on what Sforzando is saying about Rosalind specifically.
Yeah. He thinks she's stupid.
Also, that's
She's
what
fine. She's just dumb.
so that's what frustration sounds like. Okay.
Amazing. We're doing amazing.
I suppose there's kidnapping and stealing to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you want to think of it in those words, you can. I prefer to think of it in reacquisition and righting illegal wrongs.
Liberation. Unionizing.
Right. No, that's the thing, Vod. Rosalind never signed to be part of the union.
Oh no.
Rosalind's not even in the union.
Well,
At least in my
apparently
case.
all of the non-Fae contracts aren't with the Fae contracts. They're hidden. I have a magic handy-dandy findy-hitty-me thingy stick though, so I think between the powers of investigation and my magic stick we'll be okay.
Oh yeah, that wand you got from Lundres. You know, the wand of secrets.
Cool.
Yep.
It's a stick. So are we all sneaking along?
Suppose.
If you're done discussing, then yes. And I'm gonna say you're all at least kind of quiet enough to not re-roll.
Amazing.
Okay.
Da-dun, 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 da-dun.
No copyright, please.
So you guys sneak over into here. And only over into here because I need to rearrange you to make it easier to make.
Amazing.
Is Sforzando taking point?
No, he'd be at the back now.
Okay.
Not everyone's here.
Okay. Who is taking point?
I'll take point.
Okay.
I bounce. Who
So,
wants to hold my hand?
what?
I was making a joke. I was just joking about who wants to hold Phlox's hand. It's fine.
So you guys
Dad wants to be with Carmiña, if you don't mind.
Sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
You guys are sneaking along, and you get to about here. And you hear, through this, there's a, let me scroll up. You hear through this, doorway right here. If you can see what I'm pointing to.
First.
This doorway right here.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a loud kind of baby whine noise. I don't want you to go.
Fuck.
And you hear an answering voice. Darling, it'll only be a second. It's okay. I just need to take care of whatever had been let in downstairs.
Dad is making motions of go, 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 go.
Can Ducky cast Detect Evil and Good?
Yes.
What do I need to do for that? Do I need to roll anything for that? I don't have it written down that I do.
Let me double check what that does. Detect.
I don't think it's a roll.
I don't think
have-
so either.
That you sense aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. It's an action, 30 feet. You can also sense a place that's magically consecrated or desecrated.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep. So, when you cast this, roll me another stealth check with paths without trace.
$24.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're fine. So you cast this, and of course, there's someone undead with you. But there are two sources of evil fiends in that room. And you hear the loud, whiny baby voice again as you guys are quickly trying to stealth past the door. Mama, you promised we'd play!
Ducky will flash 2 fingers at Phlox. And probably, anybody can see, but particularly making sure that Phlox can see. 2 fingers.
Phlox gives a nod.
Let's see. I have to double check. Perception is plus 12. So everyone makes it across, but there's suddenly quiet in the room. Because some of you are not being as stealthy as you could be.
I don't like that. Okay. Phlox is going to cast Minor Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to make it sound like back the way they came. One of the employees, it sounds like one of the employees' voice,
Mm-hmm.
and they are calling out for the boss, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And sounding panicked and very like nervous.
Boss, help! It's coming, boss! Everyone hears back the way you came, and as you guys in the room, you hear can't take care of things themselves. You guys managed to dip around this corner. Right here. Before half of you know it as Yamaona comes out of the room and walks the opposite way from you.
Don't breathe.
Phlox is waiting a second to make sure she's actually gone.
Mm-hmm.
Holding breath.
Yep.
Doesn't come back?
You hear the elevator start up. The end of the hallway. And start going.
I might as well keep going, I guess.
Yep.
So, you guys, safely make it to Yamaona's office.
I think the first thing Phlox does is they flip over the creepy ass rug. So
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah, as you walk in, the rug looks at you with its one eye.
I just flip it over.
Mm-hmm. As you flip it over, you hear him and then the rug becomes quiet. Its back is like kind of tannish. You know, regular rug on the back.
Amazing. Phlox just pats it and says, "Go night night now."
Wait. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Go ahead.
You need to take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be really, really quiet. Hey, Phlox pulls out the Wand of Secrets. They've got that. Does everyone, I guess, want to roll investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Case the joint.
Yep, roll investigation for me.
Who has the higher investigation?
I have a
Guessing
+5.
Phlox?
Are we not all
Yeah.
rolling, or?
Me, I'm just...
You could
I got
roll
guidance.
or you're gonna guide.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's gonna
Yeah.
roll.
Sforzando won't, just because he's standing guard at the door essentially,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
instead of investigating the room.
That's fair. Oof. That's a big F for Ducky. They got a nat 1.
Ducky is
Unless we get these rolls, I feel like no, it's fine.
Hey, 16.
Alia, you also got guidance, so that's a D4.
D4 plus that 16.
That's a 19.
Nice. Okay, Lucifer.
Abysmal.
Abysmal. Okay. So, let's see. Both Lucifer and Ducky find fucking nothing. Except for, well, a stack of contracts that's sitting very nicely on the desk. It's has the very top one seems. What languages does Ducky know?
Oh god. Give me a second. Page back. Common, Growlix, Thieves can't, I believe.
Okay. This is not written in a language that you understand.
Ducky will hold it up and pass it to somebody who does know it.
Lucifer looks up and gently takes the paper, goes, "This is written, Sylvan."
I know, Sylvan.
So do I. Yeah. And he passes another page to you and takes another one. Which would explain why Cat got 11, because he got distracted.
Yeah.
Going up, Carmiña, there's a, well, you feel like there's something weird about this fireplace. You can't really tell what. But you start knocking on, like, the bricks, and they sound kind of hollow.
Secret tunnel?
Sorry, repeat that, Soto?
Secret tunnel? That's what I said.
Can I knock? I don't know what to do now. Sorry.
It's okay. You can mention it out loud that you found this thing.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's the headache. Can you repeat again what the Carmiña uses knocking the bricks around?
Yeah.
She feels this thing. Yeah.
So she's knocking on the bricks, and they sound weird. 'Cause usually when you knock on bricks, you don't get a sound. But this sounds like something, and there's something up with this fireplace, but you're not quite sure what.
She definitely is gonna say aloud that this is weird the fuck. That's fine. Are fireplaces supposed to do this here?
I don't think so.
Secret tunnel.
So, Phlox, as you're looking around, you do spot, like, some sort of line in the floor underneath the giant carpet. And you follow it, and it encircles this fireplace. And Carmiña directs everyone's attention to it, and you look at the fireplace, and there are a couple of bricks that aren't uniform with the rest of the fireplace.
Phlox is going to sort of gesture for everyone to stand near the desk out of the way, because they don't know what this is gonna do. And they pass the wand of secrets off to Ducky. I can roll to see how many charges it has.
Yeah.
And send the info in the chat. It has 1 charge, so make it count. And that is
Nice.
what it does. And Phlox is going to poke at the bricks out of place.
So there are 3 of them. Which one do you poke first?
The far left one.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
Cool. Cool. I have an inspiration point if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Sick flips.
So, do you want to use your inspiration point?
Yeah, because I don't want Phlox tumbling through the floor.
Yeah, so, as you click this button, you hear a and you immediately jump back, and beneath you the floor opens up into this kind of wide chasm, and some of the carpet starts to slip through it.
Phlox reaches over and punches that one back or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You carefully, actually, I'm gonna have to ask you to roll an acrobatics check to be able to get to it.
That's fine.
Yep. Yeah, of course it's fine. You leap up onto the mantle of the fireplace. You pull the brick back out, and the floor clicks back into place.
Cool. Phlox is staying seated on the mantle, everybody, until they're done. They're gonna try the middlemost one after giving everyone like a weak thumbs up.
Okay. So, hold on a minute, because I gotta give Cat what he's reading.
Mm-hmm.
So, this contract seems to be specifically for an Ashland, do you continue reading the name?
Yes.
Okay. Ashland, Lear... I'm coming up with this all out of the,
Ether.
all out of the ether, Learfordune.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's written up as a contract for someone who works with the boiler and takes care of it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody know an Ash?
Yes.
It's his
Well.
contract.
We
Roswell
want that
knows
one.
them.
Mm-hmm. What he said.
Suppose, should we pocket it then?
Yes.
And Cat pockets it and looks at Lucifer and see what he's reading.
He wrinkles his eyebrows together. This name is very hard to pronounce. I don't know how wise it is to be reading it, but the detailing seems to be the foreman for the bathhouse workers.
Yeah. Okay, let me pose a thought to the group. What if we take all of them? And they all mysteriously end up sprinkled around the bathhouse where people can find them.
That would cause even more chaos.
Yes.
What good would that do?
Well, it would help distract from the fact that we took a bunch of them.
Do they need to get their contract back, or can we just burn them?
Well, I don't know if we want to burn them if it has their names.
Yeah,
If it's the only semblance of their names that could read them and get them back, and then they can do whatever they want with them, if they choose to stay or not.
Exactly. If we can't unionize them, radicalize them.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of space in my pack.
That's fine.
So he
Hammer
kind of
time.
just hands it to Ducky.
Hell yeah, Ducky's gonna slip them all in their pockets.
Okay,
Into the
so
hammer.
right in your hammer space, stack of contracts for
Yeah.
the bathhouse workers.
Oh, before you put all of them in, make sure you check for axioms.
Axiom?
Because Axiom has a debt.
Roll me an investigation for that.
How dare you?
Listen.
Can Cat help?
Cat can grant advantage.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, okay. I will roll twice. I already had it done.
Oh my
Nailed
god.
Oh my god.
Doing great.
So
There's a lot of names here.
Ducky doesn't read Sylvan, and there are a lot of names, and Cat is helping by reading each one, but there's a lot of contracts. There's a lot of fae that works in this bathhouse.
That can be what they're doing for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you want to try to press that middle button?
After making sure everyone's still out of the way, yes.
Mm-hmm. So you press the middle button, and it goes ka-chunk, and the fireplace that you're sitting on starts moving to the side.
Whee!
And behind it is a dark passageway.
Well, that's fucked up.
What can Cat see? Cat has dark vision.
Cat, you see a long hallway.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's our way out, I guess.
Suppose. What does the last one do?
That's a great question. Phlox will push it, I guess.
Phlox pushes it, and let's see. Cat and Carmiña, if you're standing right there, you need to make me deck saves.
Phlox had to move by the desk.
Yeah, we all moved by the desk.
Okay, so if you're all by the desk, you guys watch as the flame in the fireplace goes whoosh and singes some of the carpet.
That's fine.
Turn it off.
Phlox grabbing at the brick.
Can I take kind of like a marshmallow on a stick from my hammer space?
Yes!
Oh, you're right, Ducky.
Do I roll for this?
Roll for it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
roll for it. There you go. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
It's perfectly toasted. It's the most beautiful marshmallow you have ever seen.
Definitely.
Black,
my
black as coal.
Carmiña, you're a genius.
Lucifer looks at the marshmallow like you've ruined it. He looks disappointed and very sad.
Wow.
Cat doesn't know what a marshmallow is.
What, you want to bite?
Oh, no thanks. No thanks. Yeah, Phlox, you managed to pull it out after some finagling, and the fire stops shooting out of the fireplace.
Okay, so that's not where the other contracts are.
Oh,
So, those two...
there's still that dark hallway.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If anything, we can take a look.
Beats looking through the curtains and trying to avoid whatever the hell that thing was.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's a
I think
child.
Okay, so who's going in the dark hallway first?
Cad will actually take a step forward since he can see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see. I need to write notes because this is where we'll leave off with everyone walking into this dark hallway.
Hey,
Nothing bad can come out of this.
absolutely not.
Oh boy.
Thank you everyone for joining us for this wonderful Lucifer's Travels.
We did it!
Goodbye.